LGBT,
Okay,
very
yeah.
critical situation.
Very sensitive topic as well.
And also about our Asians, how it's affecting our Asians, and how our young people are getting brainwashed.
First of all, whenever we think about this LGBT thing, and back in the days, this homosexuality was a crime,
Yeah.
and now talking against it has become a crime.
Yeah, yeah,
And the reason is that why we all should be aware of it, that what is going on, because most of the time, as we have seen in the news, that they want to start this education in the schooling as well, and a lot of Muslims are not actually aware of what they will be teaching in the school
Yeah.
to their kids. So I think a lot of people should be aware of that, since it's a very sensitive topic. So I won't go. I will not impose my own opinion about
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I think what's going on nowadays is that a lot of people think that it's okay to be a gay and be a Muslim.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a lesbian and a Muslim. When I was 18, 19, मुझे तब तक नहीं पता था कि what is this case, what is lesbian. We never heard about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, it's not like it never existed. It existed, but it was not that
It's
exposed.
very taboo. It's very taboo.
Taboo, and it was not as exposed, and it was not, considered as a right. So if someone is a gay in their private life, if you're happy with it, be happy with it. But the problem is when you think it's your right, still okay. If you think it's your right, okay, that's okay. But it becomes even more, the problem will get escalated when you think it is your right and you need to come to the public and you need to spread it to even more people and say, look, it's okay to be a gay. So this is when it becomes a problem. A lot of people say it's in genetics. It's not. I've done my researches, मैंने तमाम की तमाम scholars से सुना है, and science, it cannot be in your genetics.
No, but they came out with a news report recently that scientists have discovered that is not in your genes.
It is not.
It's not genetical.
Yeah, it's not.
For myself, I don't think it's right.
How can
Islam
it be?
forbids it.
How can it be in your genes? How can it be? Like a gay cannot give a birth to a baby.
No.
ठीक है? How can it be?
No.
आपके parents से कैसे आ सकते हैं? लोग कहते हैं it comes through your parents. It cannot.
No.
Your parents is your parents because your father got married to your mother, not to your uncle or something like that. So how can it be possible?
It doesn't make sense.
But it doesn't make sense at all. But sometimes, because nowadays common sense is not common. So I think this is why people has took it in a serious note. And also you will see on different news channels, I don't want to mention the name, that they will go and then they will say there's a Pakistani 16-year-old girl, and then how hard it was for her to expose herself as a lesbian to her mom. And they said, we're going to kill you, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And Islam is a very open-minded religion. Islam allows this. No, Islam does not allow it because it's unnatural.
It is unnatural.
It is unnatural.
Look, they forget to take the example of Hazrat Lut Islam.
Yeah.
100%. What happened there?
What happened there? Yeah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a big, azab upon them.
Azab on them. But the thing is, actually, the problem is that, when you talk about something a lot and you talk about it as if it's natural, then you brainwashing the kids.
That's what's happening, and that's what's wrong.
And my kid, for example, if my kid is 10, 11, 12 years old, he does not need to know what it is.
No.
You're confusing them.
Yeah.
They, literally, they ask these questions. Think about yourself. Are you really a boy or are you a girl? So the boy is thinking, रात को सोने से पहले, am I a boy or am I a girl?
Yeah.
So you playing with their brains.
But I think, isn't that what they want?
Exactly. And you know why? Because the more they will, include them in these things, they will not think about something else which is more productive for the community.
Yeah.
They will not do that. Why Islam is the fastest growing religion?
Yeah.
Islam is not the fastest growing religion because of just dawah. It is a dawah. It is because the religion is the truth, and also because homosexuality is not allowed. So this is why we're getting more population.
Absolutely.
And this is what they want. This is the one way that they can stop Islam from getting spread, just because more people are gay. More
I
people
think
are
with our parents, how we were raised at that time, they had a bit of strictness there.
Yeah.
They had a bit of tarbiyat there.
Yeah, tarbiyat.
Don't get me wrong, the parents these days, I'm sure they have the nice tarbiyat and knowledge for the children, but I think they're a little bit lenient. Maybe it's due to the rules, etc. But you should teach them. Look, it's not right to become a bin one day, and become a ring another day. If you know where I'm coming from, and I think it's personally wrong. You know what I mean? And people should, not enforce that in a sense, but they should educate them that a man is a man and a woman is a woman.
This is how Allah has created.
Yeah.
And it says.
I think the ones
Quran,
who they're saying about the Muslims, I think them are the ones who have been kind of taken from Islam, who are not in Islam, and they're giving us Muslims about it.
And then the problem, the problem starts when they come on a social media or in the community and say, I'm gay and it's okay to be a gay and Muslim. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
It is unnatural. And why, when I say unnatural, okay, why would someone be a gay? Why would someone want to be a gay? So the problem happens is that हम कहते हैं बच्चों की जल्दी शादी नहीं करनी चाहिए. You have to be financially stable. You have to be this stable. You have to be that stable. True, indeed, 100%. But also, when they get married quickly, or when they are in the age of marriage, so they will not go, for their whatever reasons to any other places. But the problem is, we have made this marriage so difficult. You have to do this rasam, mehendi, this, and that, thousands of rusumat. So the marriage has become so difficult. So this is why they go and look for someone else, and then hence they become gay. Because when you do something unnatural, and when you go beyond this, then this is how you become gay, and then you end up saying, oh, I was born like that. You can never born like gay. It is impossible. It is impossible. So I think, and a lot of people then what they do is they say, Islam to bada khula mazhab hai. Islam accepts everything. Allah accepts everything. Yeah. When you say that I'm a gay and I'm a Muslim, and then you say, I was watching one of the documentary, and then the girl was saying, I'm a practicing Muslim, but I drink. I'm a practicing Muslim, but I'm lesbian. How is that possible? Practicing Muslim does not mean that you just only read 5 namaz a day, and then you do, in Friday prayer you wear jubba and all this, and on a Friday night you go into the clubbing. And this is a lot of people are doing. Exactly, this is what they are doing, and then they say.
But have you noticed the one thing is, when you say one thing is haram, they want justification. When you're saying this is halal, they're not bothered. They'll contradict it. They'll say, well, why is it haram?
It's like the thing, when you go to the sweet shop and you see any sweets you like, it says gelatin, no, it's haram, and then you buy drinks.
Yeah.
You can say, nahi, ye hamare liye haram hai, lekin main drinks kharid lunga. So I think it is my request from the parents that you should know what your kids are watching on YouTube as well.
Absolutely.
They go and watch vloggers or YouTubers or Instagram that how to do the makeup, but they're not actually telling them how to do makeup. They're actually telling them that how it's okay to be a lesbian. They make themselves as a hero or heroine to the community.
Because everybody's on this, especially with the youth, and many parents don't even check what's going on.
So I think
you should keep an eye on your children.
And I would also request the imam of the masajid, the madaris teachers, they should also talk about this. And you should just not say, because nowadays it has become a bit difficult to just say to the kids, no, it's not allowed. No, you need to give them the reason as well. So you need to study, so then you can teach them as well. But when you don't study about it itself, and you just say to the kids, no, it's not haram, it is haram, don't talk about this. What they will do is, they will go on a YouTube, search for it, is it okay or is it not okay? And obviously YouTube will say, yes, it is 100% okay. This is your right, this is how you were born. Mufti Google and Mufti Sheikh YouTube will come.
That's it.
And
then, of course, no problem.
So, and then also the thing is, in our community, especially in an Asian community, we have this gap between father and the son. कि वो हर तरह की बात नहीं शेयर कर सकते. I think the father should be more like a friend nowadays, but unfortunately they're busy making money, more and more money they make, and end of the day what they get is कि बच्चे की शादी करनी है और बच्चा साथ में दूसरे बच्चे को ले आया, and it becomes a problem. Parents are waiting all the time, कोई बहू घर पे आएगी और वो बहू की बजाय कोई ऐसी चीज आ जाती है घर पे. They can't do anything about it. It is very shameful. It is really shameful. You imagine, Naseem bhai, your parents have invested money on you. The biggest and the best investment is to put money on your kids. They've invested on you. They have not bought a good house. उन्होंने कोई गाड़ी नहीं खरीदी, सारा पैसा आप पे लगाया. फिर वो इंतजार करते हैं कि you will become something and you will get married, and then खानदान आगे बढ़ता रहेगा. और एक दिन आप किसी मर्द को लेके घर पे आ जाते हैं कि भाई मेरे तो इससे शादी हो गई है.
फिर क्या गुजरेगा?
अब वो पेरेंट्स परेशान हो जाते हैं कि इसको हम बहू कहेंगे, इसको हम दामाद कहेंगे, ये बीवी है या ये शोहर है. It is funny, and people have to take this as a very serious thing.
But I think especially in our generation, the elder generation, they would get really serious and obviously give you a couple. A clip on the ear, or probably say, get out of my house, and disown you. But these days many parents aren't doing that. They're saying, oh, it's okay, bete, koi baat.
It's okay. And फिर जब कम्युनिटी में लोग हंसते हैं, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल में अब आजकल मसला ये हो चुका है कि इसको एक बहुत सीरियस बना दिया गया है, जैसे कि ये आपका बेसिक राइट है. It is not your basic right. No. Your basic right is you're getting food, you're getting your education, you're getting your rights, what the human being should have the rights, and that's it, chapter closed. But when you say no, it's okay, it's all because of this pornography business.
Absolutely, yeah.
Billions of dollars industry this is. So what they do is, when they don't get married on time, then they obviously watch all sorts of videos and everything.
Yeah.
So it becomes their fantasy. So they
Yeah.
have made their fantasy as their right.
Yeah.
It's your fantasy. It's not your right. And why it is your fantasy? Why would your imagination go wild? Because you watch all these kind of videos.
All this,
And
yeah.
all of them are actors.
Yeah, they're all actors.
All
yeah.
of them are actors. They're getting paid to do it.
Yeah, and they're just manipulating your head.
For example, can you drive car like a Fast and Furious 7? No, you can't.
No.
Can you fly like a Spider-Man? No,
No.
you can't. Can you fight like a, whatever these all the
Yeah.
things are? Can you do that? No, you can't. So in the same way, if you cannot do what was happening
Yeah.
in movies, how can you think that you can do something which is happening in pornography?
Absolutely.
So when you watch all these things, you don't get it from your wife. You don't get it from your wife. You go look for someone else. You look for someone else, and you think it's your right. When it's your right, then you want to impose it to others.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be that one, unique person. You want
Yeah.
everyone to be like you.
Yeah.
So there are two kind of ways that you can get yourself accepted. First, prove it, or second, make others like you.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
you cannot prove it, so you make other like yourself.
Yeah. By manipulation.
And by manipulation, this has become a huge problem, and I think we should talk about this, and we
Yeah.
should take these things in a serious. Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Fahd bhai, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for
Much
inviting me. It was always a
appreciated.
pleasure. Thank you very
Alhamdulillah.
much. Thank you
And
very much.
great messages you give. Inshallah, we'll meet up again for another
Hopefully,
show.
inshallah.